I truly believe you can get rich by default if you just hang around it long enough. Because you'll have enough of these conversations. It'll feel a certain way. And you'll lose the motivation, but that's why you got to go to church every week, because you'll feel a certain way. And it doesn't change who you are or change your character, but it's the week after that and the week after that. That's why you got to keep going to conferences, because you don't know which conference, which event, which mastermind, which workshop is going to be the one that changes. But it's all of them together that you take little pieces from, and you don't even know that you're taking a piece from it, but it's affecting you because you're just in the environment. And if you stay there long enough, I don't care if you're not money motivated, but I would probably say that you are more money motivated, you have higher money goals now compared to last year because you're around it. And I don't care. Your environment will change you before you change it. I don't care who you're talking to.
That was a bar.
I have bars every now and again. But your environment will change you before you change it. I don't care if you're how much of a leader you are. If you hang around followers long enough, or if you hang around gossipers long enough, if you hate gossiping, but you hang around it long enough, you will find yourself, yo, no, I did see so-and-so. And you won't even know it. You won't even know it. So I'm telling you, Joe, that this is going to be another one. And you might have to miss the goal and then see we run it up to 10,000 people and that joint's making $100,000 a month and you like, I could be making $30,000 a month. And that might be the thing to say, okay, I got to stop missing out on opportunities. But I think at the root of it, we got to identify, and it's not just you anymore, but I think at the root of it, we got to identify our patterns. We got these patterns. If I don't change my pattern, let's say with my wife, and I am conscious of it now. I'm working on it. If we get into it, I go into a hole and I just don't talk to her.
Yes, he does.
For like a couple days at a time. It's like, I don't talk to her at all. She's like, can you hold the baby? I'm like, yeah, I got it.
He does not
right, cool.
talk to her.
It's not silence, but it's very passive aggressive. Do you want something to eat? No, I'm good. Thanks.
You don't initiate any conversation.
I'm not rude.
You're just responding.
I'm just responding.
No.
But I know that that's one of my patterns. But because I'm trying to be a better man, and I'm trying to be a better husband, I'm trying to be a better father, and I want to be the person that when people look up at me and say, yo, I admire you, I want you to admire me not just for my ability to teach entrepreneurship and business and stuff, right? So this is one of the patterns, and this is a struggle for me. It's not easy, because if somebody does something to me and I don't like it, I have no problem never talking to you again. That's my pattern. But I can't live life like that.
Okay, so what are you doing?
I acknowledge it now. And it's not for a week anymore. You know what I mean?
Okay. Acknowledgement is not enough.
But my wife will tell you I'm getting better.
But what are you doing? Share it with us. You highlighted a habit that you have to break. What are some practical things for another man who's watching this who throws temper tantrums like you do?
It's definitely a temper tantrum problem. It's like pouty. It's like, it really is like it's like being a brat. You know what I mean?
I'll call David and I'll be like, so, talking to your wife? She called you. You're my friend. She called you.
But I slowly warm back up to initiating conversation.
But
and
I'll
walk in. So I don't know if I don't have the answers, but I know I'll be like, all right, I'm gonna go in the house and I'm gonna talk to her. So I'll go in reluctantly and say, hey, how's it going? Or no, I'll say something like, how's your day? Mad dry. Why y'all laughing at my pain? I'm trying, you know what I mean?
It is terrible, right? It's not enough.
It is terrible. I do. 100%. But that is my area of struggle. But for everybody that's listening, you have a struggle that's equally hard to get over. Ain't nobody here that everything, you are the person that you want to be.
Yeah.
So some of you have certain habits where you say, I'm done drinking, but you always go back. Or you might struggle with masturbation or something like that, where that's your struggle. And we say, well, David, that's terrible that you don't talk to your wife. That's my struggle. That's the cross that I have to bear. And I'm open and honest to talk about the things that I struggle with. The thing is, not everybody has the microphone, so you can't share your struggle.
That's right.
And I would bet that there's nobody here that has a struggle that's easier or not as important as mine. So my try is I'm going to go in and I'm going to say something. That's how I try. And eventually, we've been married for 3 years. And I got some, I'm getting better, and I'm getting better in a whole lot of other areas of my life where I used to just work all night, but I come home now, I'm 4 or 5 o'clock. Sunday, if we having family day, I'm home Sunday. There's a whole lot of things that I could be doing, but I commit to that. So we all have a struggle, but don't feel bad, Joe, because we all have a struggle, but we got to be transparent and open about it.
Yeah. No amount of money makes you struggle any less either. Yeah, your struggles are just different.
100%.
So some people are like, oh, you can have all these struggles, but you make 7 figures. Yeah, but then you have other things that you're worried about, right? Like maybe you're making 7 figures and you're surrounded by a bunch of people who don't really care about you. They care about the opportunities that you could bring. Like that's a really, really low feeling too. So I think becoming is a strong theme for what we've talked about today. It's not about the trying, which is what I was trying to break you from saying. I'm trying to become a better husband, or I'm trying to communicate better, or whatever it is.
It's a struggle.
It's about becoming. You have to decide to become.
Yeah.
And that's why I had so many affirmations for this year, because it wasn't about being a better husband. It's about becoming the man who is a better husband. It's about becoming the woman who is a better leader, becoming a woman who can attract a relationship, a healthy relationship, becoming the woman who can make 7 figures, becoming the man who has integrity and just does what he says he's going to do. Because sometimes you don't need motivation, you just need integrity. And integrity is about doing what you said you were going to do.
But it's not as easy as becoming is a hard job.
Very hard.
It's a mountain to climb.
Very, very hard.
So so right now I can say that I'm putting effort towards it. I don't get it right, but I'm putting effort.
Do we ever get it 100% right? Like, do we know someone who's super health conscious that never has a bad day? Do we know someone who's an amazing husband or wife that never steps out of boundaries and, pushes the envelope? You never really get it 100% of the way right, but you shouldn't be getting it 100% of the way wrong either.
That's a fact. What time is the food places closed? Because I really want to go. It's over out here?
No.
Nothing no.
There's an open table app.
There's got to be something out here. Maybe Krabby's closed. Krabby closed at 10. But there's something that's closed at 12, I'm sure.
What about room service?
We could just be outside. You know what I mean? We could go hit Tampa. Who with it? Y'all with it? We take some Ubers or something? Y'all ain't with it? Yeah, you with it, kid?
Oh, look. Bahama Breeze.
What time? Where is it?
10:30 and 11 o'clock. It's in Tampa.
How far is it?
16 miles. Dang, so there's nothing over here.
Y'all got something to do?
Yes, we got things to do.
All right, anyway, let's wrap up this episode, man. Are we done? We're done here?
I think we're done. What do you guys think? Is there anything that you like? Share, because you guys who are listening in or watching this, you can't see the audience, but we have a microphone right up here, and we're in a room full of 6 and 7 figure entrepreneurs. And I think it's always important. Like, one of our give backs that we have to be as successful people is an example.
Which means we're not going to eat.
Which means that we are going to eat. We still have time. But if we could hear from 2 or 3 people who are brave enough to share, what are you becoming? What is either some pattern that you have to break? And what are you breaking it to become?
We're not gonna
Come on, grab the mic right here.
My name's Sanchez Berry. I would say my pattern is giving only about 85 to 90%. I know I can go to 120. That's why I'm coming to this conference, so that I can learn how to give 120. Because I know if I get 120, all my dreams and goals are right there.
For sure.
Some days you wake up, you be like, do I want to do it? Do I want to go as hard as I say I want to go.
Mhm.
So either change what I want or change what I say I want.
Real quick before you go. So you want to give 120% in what specifically and to become what specifically?
I would say giving 120%, trying to make my financial goals come true. I say I want to get it, but some days I just wake up not giving that effort.
But what does it mean to give effort? We got to get real specific.
I would say putting in those hours. Watching stock charts and learning new material.
Okay.
Sometimes it just get boring and it just seems repetitive, but you got to just stay in the grind until. Yeah.
But if you could give 85 to 90%, 75% of the time, what would you become?
I would become the man I need to become for my family.
Which is?
A provider to help millions of people become financially stable and build generational wealth. Mm-hmm. So without me putting that 120% up there, I feel like I'm letting the people down. So
that's it right there. Mm. That's it right there. So every time you're...
Who are these people?
You guys, real quick, David always talks about me cutting him off. He's done it like 5, 6... Cole, am I lying? He's done it like 5, 6 times. I think it's that man-woman thing. I'm not going to put it out there, but
Okay, you're right. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Nope, I lost my thought. Go ahead and
what was the question?
Please respond to the king.
Who are the people, though, that you're letting down?
I would say my wife, my son.
But doesn't that make it different?
Yeah.
Y'all, I'm letting people down, but when you have to say, I'm letting my son down. Mm-hmm. I'm letting my wife down. Mm-hmm. Maybe you need to call her and say, yo, I'm letting you down. Or you got to look your child in the face.
How old is your son?
She just cut me off.
6 months.
She just cut me off. Did y'all see that?
I did. So one of the mindset shifts that I like to practice and I teach my clients to practice, like when they come and they haven't shown up for themselves, I always want to find out who you're doing it for. In your case, you're doing it for your son and your wife. So every single day that you wake up that you don't give your 120%, it's a choice, is it not? It's a choice. So the next time you pick up your son on a day that you're not giving 120%, I want you to wake him up in the morning and say, oh, my baby, I'm choosing not to set you straight today.
It's a hard
you know what? I love you so much, but I'm just choosing not to do this for you today.